there, my name is Dr. Jones. Very good to see you today. Welcome to the office. Please do take a seat. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Okay, now then, today we have a very special personality test to do. Basically, in a minute I will be asking you 36 questions, or they're more like statements really, and I'd like you to tell me whether you agree or disagree with each of the statements, okay? You can give me a little bit of extra information on a particular statement if you feel like you'd like to, and I will take it into consideration. I'll be writing everything down today on my little clipboard, and I'll be reviewing your answers, and then we'll probably meet again in about a week or so to discuss the results, okay? Now, today's personality test is the dark triad test, okay? I'll read a little paragraph to give you some understanding on this, okay? So, the dark triad is a personality inventory that explores the socially undesirable traits of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. The dark triad test, it's often used by police and the courts in psychiatric wards and evaluations, and sometimes even in big corporations. Studies have shown that people who score high on the dark triad are more likely to commit crime or to get in trouble with the law, and they're also more likely to cause social distress among their friends or problems for their workplace. On the other hand, studies have also shown that the dark triad individuals are often perceived as possessing leadership qualities, and that they have high social status and comparative ease of attaining desirable sex partners. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Quite interesting indeed. So, not all negative necessarily. Now then, at the end of this test today, once I've gone through the results and everything, I'm going to give you a percentage score for each of the 3 different dark triad traits. Okay, so you'll receive a percentage score for narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy, and then we'll compare your score to the average person, okay? And basically we'll give you a percentage whether you are so much higher or so much lower in dark triad traits than the average person, okay? And this could indicate certain behaviours, like we've already discussed. It might indicate that you're more likely to commit a crime, but it could also indicate that you're more likely to achieve a position of high social status. You know, could mean anything. We'll delve into that a little more deeply in the next session together. Okay, but first of all, I believe we need to do the actual test itself. Okay, so if you're ready, I'm just going to grab my pen and we'll begin the test. Okay then, I'm ready, if you're ready. Yeah, perfect. Right then, so the first statement for you. I get moods where I act on a whim, thinking little of the consequences or the risk. Now, does this statement apply to you or not? Do you agree or disagree with it? Okay, next statement for you. All people are deserving of basic respect. Agree or disagree? I despise people Being ethical is more important than getting ahead in the world. I easily lose my temper. I exploit others towards my own ends. I am especially motivated towards making friends with famous people. I mislead people so as to look better in their eyes. I use lies to get my way. I deserve to have great recognition, acknowledgement, and success come my way. Most people are lazy and they don't work hard unless they have to. I want others to admire me. I am not as upset as others when someone dies. Others should pay special attention to me. I have never been in trouble with the law. I have grandiose tendencies. I believe grandiose just means lofty or like high ideals, you know, so sort of rich, extravagant, luxurious, that sort of thing. I have good relations with my family. I have often been called callous or insensitive. I fantasize about extraordinary prestige or status. I am cynical. I dominate social situations. I can enjoy picking on losers. I am better than others. 86 of them there, so it's not very many at all. Quite a short little test today, but nonetheless, I think a particularly interesting one, a little bit different from most personality tests. It may make you think about different topics and different introspective questions than other personality tests, of course. This one having a bit more of a focus on the darker aspects of our personality. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, take a look at the answers you gave me, and I'll have a little think about them and give you a score, as I already mentioned, for each of the 3 dark triad traits, okay? Narcissism, Machiavellism, and psychopathy, okay? And we'll have a little chat in our next session together, maybe next week. Next week, is that good for you? Yeah? Okay, we'll have a little chat about it next week and see how you compare to other people, whether you're a little higher in terms of dark triad traits than other people, whether you're a little bit lower than other people as well. Okay, we'll have a discussion as well about the implications of the results, what you could do to make the most of your traits if you have them, and what to watch out for, perhaps how they can be a weakness to you as well, something to consider in your day-to-day life and your interactions with people, you know, your relationships, your career. Basically, we'll just have a bit of a general chat about everything, okay? And yes, have a little think if you have any questions on this topic that you'd like to ask me, and then bring those questions with you to our session next week, okay? Well then, I do believe that's it. I believe we finished for today. Quite a short session, as I mentioned, but hopefully one that you've enjoyed and found interesting, perhaps a bit fun as well, and hopefully relaxing, of course. I do find these relaxing, quite enjoyable. Okay, so that's enough rambling from me. I think we've all got better things to be doing with our lives than just listening to me ramble, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay. Thank you so much